Welcome to the second video in the Business Intelligence and Data Analytics Bootcamp. In this video, what we are going to do is to create the Learning Desk database that will be used for this training. You go onto database, right click and new database. We've got the new database, prompt open. Let's give it Learning Desk. Click on OK. If you expand this database, you have the Learning Desk created. At the moment, this Learning Desk that is created has no table, and you know database is combination of one or more tables. So if you look, we've not got a table. So how do we bring in table? We've got some data that are in CSV file, and we've got some that are in Excel file. So the first one we are bringing in will be a CSV file. You right click on the Learning Desk, on tags, you move on to import flat file. If you want to bring in a CSV file into the database, you go and install a flat file, import flat file. Click on this, and we would have this prompt opened. You go on next. What file do we want to import? You want to browse. I've got my Learning Desk raw file. So these are the CSV files we've got to import into the Learning Desk database. So the first one I'm going to take is going to be staff. Click on staff, click open. Yes, the database name is this. The schema is DBO, which is fine. So we go on to next. This is a snapshot of how the database look. So we see everything looks all right. We can go next. At this point, this gives you the opportunity to change mistyped data type. If you look at ID, staff ID, let's go back to the previous one. You see that staff ID is an alphanumeric. It has number and letter, so ideally it should be a varchar. The name is a varchar, last name varchar, phone number is a varchar. It's not going to be an integer or a float. Email is a varchar, address a varchar, and so forth as that. So the only different that we've got is going to be the dates, the start date and the salary. The start date will have a date type, and the salary we have a float type. By default, we expect this to be automated, but if things goes otherwise, then on the modify tab you can easily change them and put the right type as it's supposed to be. Go back to next. So we look at the staff ID is nvarchar. Nvarchar is good, it's like varchar, but what the difference is that it has got more special characters than the varchar. So we can decide to use the varchar, we can decide to use nvarchar. So the phone number is wrongly typed as big int. So I'll click on the drop down and change it to a varchar as well. So I can use varchar 50. The email is fine. So the postcode is showing int, and I can take this and put as varchar as well. let's go on to emergency number is taking big int. I click on this and take it to be varchar 50. Start date is well typed for us as date. Salary is well typed as date. So this looks pretty okay. I can decide to change this one to varchar as well. Go on to varchar 50. Now the staff ID in this case is a primary key because it's unique to every staff. No staff has the same staff ID. We can decide to make it a primary key as well, which is fine. I can take it as primary key, then go on to this, try to maintain everything to be varchar. So this looks pretty okay. So go on to next and click on finish. Now this is completed and it's successful. You click close on this. So what do? You can come onto this refresh button to refresh this so as the new table can show. You click on this and you click expand the table, and you see we've got the DBO staff. So with this, I can right click on this learning desk, new query, and write a simple select statement to see how it's looking. So this is going to be just type select all is asterisk from what's the name of the table, dbo.staff, then go on to execute. You can see these are everything on this video. Thank you. I'll see you in other video where we'll import the other CSV file. Bye.